Jordan, have you had a chance to review the game now that the dust has settled, and if you look at things differently than you do maybe in the immediate aftermath or not? I don't know.
I haven't had the opportunity to review the game just yet, but yeah, definitely still disappointed in the way that the season finished and how it all panned out. I think overall I'm extremely proud of the group and where we've come this year and our growth as a group, but yeah, it's disappointing. It still is disappointing. I think it will be probably for the whole off season too.
Has it been hard to find that, refine that pride, I guess, over the last couple of days, given how disappointed you have been in the loss?
Yeah, I think so. I think bounce through the emotions a little bit. It's it's new for us to be in this position, and we obviously you'd rather be here and trying for finals and trying to put yourself out there, and yeah, you definitely bounce between being really proud of what we've been able to do this year, but then also know that we didn't achieve anything, and you're also disappointed with how it finished too.
There's definitely been a lot of conversation the last couple of days about can you still view this season as a success? Obviously only one team can win the flag, and jumping from 15th first is still very impressive.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what I'm really proud of as the captain, is that our growth as a group and where we've come from. But like you said, only one team really is going to be extremely proud of their season every year, and that's the harsh reality of footy and professional sport, is that it is ruthless, and you won't be fully satisfied until you're that last team standing on the last weekend of September. So there's definitely a lot of areas of that we can be proud of as a group, I think.
As you're walking today, I imagine in the next few days you're going to go, we're in such a great position, how do we let that slip? In yourself, do you know where it went wrong at the moment? Are there a few things or are you still just kind of almost in your own mind, when something goes wrong in footy and life, you're like, how did that happen?
A little bit. We'll definitely dive into it over the next few days as a group and go through like what we could have done better. But I think in patches we played some good footy, but we just probably didn't take our moments as much as we needed to. And to the Pies and Hawks' credit, they were extremely good both nights, and we didn't handle it.
So how deeply do you review the games? We've seen in the past teams, we're disappointing a loss, will go really, really hard and spend hours on it. Do you do something like that, or do you sort of look at it more from the broader lens of the season? A few things went wrong, we're confident we can fix that.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think that'll be up to Nixie and Murray Davis and the coaching staff around how we look at it. I think it'll probably be a bit more of a broader look, and how we can execute probably our best footy under the biggest pressure, I suppose, in finals footy. So that's probably where we'll go to, I would imagine.
Did the gap surprise you, the gap between your finals football and the teams you played?
A little bit. I wouldn't say that, to be honest, because I feel like the Pies and the Hawks game that we played previously was pretty similar, to be honest. It was probably more our ability to play our brand of footy, I think, is why we're probably all disappointed. I think you want to play your brand of footy and you can walk off being proud of that, and I think that's probably where the disappointment comes from. So I don't think the gap was as big as what people probably think.
How did you view your personal finals series?
Yeah, I played okay, I think, but not probably to the level that I would have hoped. It comes with challenges, I think, to get to this time of year, and you got to be ready for that. And it was just okay, I think, and that's probably where I'm a bit disappointed too. Is that you want to play your best footy when it matters, and myself and as a group, we weren't able to do that.
Did the foot impact you too much in the end, the foot issue that you had?
Well, like I said, it is a long season, and everyone's dealing with different things. So I can't say that as an excuse, no.
Do you might have to have surgery on it or anything like that, or is it something that can heal? Yeah, heal.
I'm not too sure. I have to chat to the doctors over my medical and figure out what the go is. But that's not no reason for me to make any excuses.
What about collectively, Jordan? Do you think you need much? Are there any missing pieces playing personnel-wise, or are you confident that you've got the group that can take that next step this year?
I think every team, even if I suppose I can't speak for teams that win the flag, but I assume that you're always trying to improve, and for us, we're always trying to improve, and the off-season is a good chance to do that with the draft and bringing other players in. So I'm not sure where we'll go with that space, but we're definitely going to try and improve our list and keep working towards our main goal, obviously, which is to win a flag. So there's definitely some things that we can add, but I do feel like we've got a lot of growth still to come within the group. We've still got a pretty young list. We've seen amazing growth in some guys this year with, Worrell, Keane, Thilthorpe, these guys. So I think we'll get a lot of internal growth, but yeah, whether we go, obviously to the draft and trade, we'll see where that goes.
What have you learned as a midfield group in finals? Yeah, I guess that was an area where you did probably, not get up in finals.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that we'll look to address. I think, especially the back half of the year, we were a bit inconsistent as a midfield group, and like I said, there was a lot of guys that made some serious growth in that area as well. But we definitely needed to be a bit more consistent in there, and that probably did let us down a little bit in the last couple of games.
Jordan, do you think the Isaac ranking conversation and how that was handled affected the playing group mentally heading into the final series?
I don't think so. I think footy clubs it comes with challenges, and our messaging was always at the next man up mentality, and we're a team, and it's not just about the individual. So obviously it was a distraction, but it's definitely not the reason why we didn't succeed in finals.
As a leader, how do you kind of make sure Isaac's okay over the summer? Because there's going to be one of those what ifs when it comes to the season. What if you had Isaac available? How do you kind of look out for him as a leader and as a leadership group?
Yeah, I mean that's what we've been juggling with the last few weeks, is obviously making sure that he's all right as a human being, but then challenging the behaviour that he obviously did, and we know it was a mistake, and he knows that, and we've wrapped our arms around him, and he knows that it's a big off season for all of us, and he can't wait to get to work with us, and hopefully get back to this position next year, and he'll be ready there for us.
Any inkling on what Texas is going to do?
No, I'm not too sure. I think he's contemplating that at the moment. So, as a fan of his and a teammate of his and a great mate of his, I would love him to go around again. But obviously, it's up to him and the club to work through that. And we'll see. I'm not too sure when that decision is going to be made.
Do you think the way the season ends makes him more or less likely to stick around?
I don't know. I can't put words in his mouth, but I'm sure it's probably kept the fire under his belly a little bit to keep him going. So we'll wait and see. Like I said, I've got no idea, to be honest. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't tell you.
What do the next few days look like? The exits, they start tomorrow, the medicals and stuff today?
Yeah.
What does it look like? Yeah,
so I think they're starting today. A few guys have got a few medicals, and then coaches review, high performance review and stuff. So we'll get them done over the next few days, and do our game review on Thursday, and work from there and have a plan of attack for the off-season and pre-season.
Do you touch, because I'm sure it's a really stressful time for some of those guys on the fringes of the squad who have their futures up in the air. Do you sit down or grab a coffee with them, or just pick up the phone and say, are you all right, and how you dealing with the stress of this time of year? Yeah,
definitely. I'm having these conversations with these guys throughout the year, and I've been in that position, to be honest, early in my career, when you're not really sure if you're going to be on the list next year, and or waiting for a contract to get offered, and it is so stressful for these guys. And like I said earlier, footy's pretty ruthless, and it can be cut. Obviously, in a couple of days, there'll be guys who won't be around next year. So it is a hard time of year, but you just got to wrap your arms around guys and offer some support where you can. But we know that's the nature of the business, and unfortunately, it has to happen.
Probably last couple of months.
How many guys were battling sickness in the end in that final series? I know you won't use it as an excuse, but did it play a part?
No, it's everyone. It's part of footy, I think, and life. Everyone battles some sickness every now and then, but it's definitely not the reason why we weren't able to get the job done.
You're a little nasally now.
I'm a little bit nasally, yeah, but I'm all right.
Is that hard? Because you can't make, no one's saying you are making excuses, but the variabilities of life, or whether injuries or flus or whatever, you obviously want to be at your optimum for the most important time of the season. It must be just annoying, I know it's not an excuse, but you to not be at your absolute peak as a squad must have been a little frustrating.
Yeah, it is frustrating, it's not ideal, but like you said, it's the nature of the beast. It's challenging, footy's challenging, these things happen, so you just got to find a way to deal with it and move on and play good footy, that's the main thing.
Who's your tip from here? Who's going to win it?
I haven't even thought about it, to be honest. Who are you tipping?
Cats.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
Do you think you'll be able to watch it? Do you think you'll be able to watch the rest of the finals or two all?
I think I'll tune in. Just obviously, I love watching footy, but just to, what could have been is what probably is the thought, and that's where you want to get to. You watch your granny every year, and you want to be there. So I'll be thinking it through that lens, and hopefully, we can work on things over the off season and get there in the next few years. Would be nice.
I can go one of two ways. Do you think this burns the desire for the team and not letting it sort of go the other way?
100%. I think ever since I've been here, the work ethic of the group and the connectiveness of the group has been massive, and there's something that we've been priding ourselves on over the last few years. And I've got no doubt that boys are going to get to work as individuals and as a group this off season, and we'll figure out what we need to improve at the point end of the season. And like I said, we'll get to work over the next few months and come back bigger and better next year.
And just a word on Max Bashir passing with a great South Australian football.
Yeah, Adelaide, the footy club of SA, obviously us, we would not be here without Max. So he was a pioneer of South Australian football, and the Adelaide Footy Club wouldn't be here without him. So it's extremely sad, and best wishes to his family.